Hey everyone, so I'm starting off with my MAC Studio Fix foundation. This foundation is awesome because it lasts so well and it stays matte, which is perfect for prom obviously. I'll leave all the products that I use in the down bar as well. Then I'm using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC20 to highlight underneath my eyes and on my forehead and blending that in with a stippling brush. The highlight just always complements any kind of makeup look I find. Then when I finish blending this out, I'm going to grab my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light with a Real Techniques brush and just pat that directly over only the light area, only the area that we highlighted. This just kind of accentuates the lightness and sets it in place. And on my forehead as well, obviously. Then I'm going to take my Face of Australia Loose Translucent Setting Powder and a Sigma brush and set the rest of my face. I would strongly suggest setting your makeup if you are going to a prom or any kind of special occasion because it will just guarantee that the makeup will last a whole lot longer. Then taking my Bobbi Brown bronzing powder in Golden Light and another Sigma brush, I'm going to contour. This bronzer or contouring powder is matte, which looks the most natural and the most flattering I find. So I'm just going to use that on my cheekbones and then contour my forehead a little bit as well. This also helps to accentuate the highlighted area in the middle of your face. And a little bit down my nose just for the hell of it. Then taking my Bobbi Brown blush in Nectar and my Sigma brush, I'm going to apply some blush. This blush is the most gorgeous colour. It is honestly one of the most universal blush shades I've ever tried. And it's also completely matte as well. So I'm just going to buff that into my face and definitely make sure that you put it on the apples of your cheeks because it makes you look nice and healthy and flushed and very pretty, which is of course what we want. You wouldn't better tell, but the amount of times I had to stop filming and break out in song. I couldn't stop singing to the songs I was listening to. Taking my NARS Albatross highlighter and a Sigma tapered brush, I'm going to apply that on my cheekbones. It just makes them look much more prominent and more prominent really. And then taking a little bit of that also down my nose and on my forehead just to give my face a little bit of shine and dimension because it is so matte. Then taking my Sigma Brow Powder Duo in medium and my Sigma Flat Definer brush, I'm going to fill in my brows. I didn't really include much of me doing this because everyone fills in their brows differently, but I just start out with a light shade in the middle and then work with the dark shade on the outside. And then set them in place with a clear brow gel. This is definitely crucial if you are going to be out all night, I find. Then I want to take my MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre and apply that all over my eyelid from lid to like the top of my eyebrow bone. Yeah. And then I want to take this MUA Makeup Academy eyeshadow in shade 16, which is like a really pale pink, and apply that all over my eyelid with a Coastal Scents brush. And breaking out in song again. Then I'm going to apply some sticky tape on the outside of my eye and using this Jordana brow eyeshadow powder in Auburn, and I want to use that to define my crease, but I'm going to stop about halfway in. As you can see, don't go the whole way in, just stop kind of 3/4 of the way in. Taking my Stila in the Light palette and this shade, which is Kitten, which is amazing, so pigmented, I'm going to use my finger and just apply that all over my eyelid. And you also see that I bring it up into that auburn kind of transition colour in the crease as well. I kind of just go over it and apply it in the inner tear duct area as well and underneath my bottom lash line also with my little finger just because it's more precise. Then I'm going to take this Sigma brush, which is a much smaller version of a round fluffy brush, and that darker brown shade there, and apply that lightly in the crease just to define it even more, just to make it a little bit more dark. And just do that also 3/4 of the way in, and then taking a pencil brush by Sigma and that same dark shade and applying that on the bottom lash line. Running out of breath. And then taking a black shade from the same Sigma palette and defining the crease even more, making pretty much a cut crease, I'd say, and bringing it 3/4 of the way in. And then taking that pencil brush again and just putting some more of that black just to make it a little bit darker. Taking this Ellis Fast, I don't know how to pronounce it, little pen, it's amazing. I'll leave the name of it in the down bar. It's just like, it's just amazing. It's honestly so amazing. It is a little bit expensive, not crucial to this tutorial, but anyway, just amazing. And And I'm going to apply that over that Kitten eyeshadow by Stila. This stuff is just to die for, and it won't budge. It's like creaseless, completely creaseless. Take off that sticky tape and you've got a nice crisp line, and then take that dark shade again and just fix up the bottom lash line just to make sure that it matches the other eye, just in the very, very outer corner. Don't bring it more than halfway in to the middle of your eye. Taking a MAC 266 brush and that black shade, I'm going to use this as my eyeliner because I don't normally wear eyeliner and I don't like wearing liquid because it's very stark. Using an eyeshadow is much more natural and you have much more control over it, I find. Just on the bottom lash line and on the top lash line, and then moving it out a little bit towards the end and bring it into the inner corner. Taking Red Cherry number 43 lashes, I'm just going to plonk those straight onto my eye. These are pretty nice lashes. They're very long though, but they're not too thick. They're kind of just nice and in between for me anyway. Taking a MAC Eye Kohl in Smolder, I'm going to apply that in my waterline and tight line as well. And then I'm going to take my Jordana Best Lash Extreme Volumizing Mascara, longest name ever, and apply that just lightly on my top lashes and pretty heavily on my bottom lashes, as I usually do. And you'll see in this next clip that I applied MAC lipstick in Angel, but I didn't really like it, it was too pink. So I used MAC lipstick in Myth, which is a very, very, very nude shade, over that just to dull it down and make it a little bit more of a pale pink, which I was very, very happy with in the end. And here is a finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you have an amazing time at your prom or whatever special occasion you are going to wear this to. Bye guys!